This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. 19 races to bring you, 18 favorites at 2-1 or lower on the board. I think nearly two handfuls at odds on. Big day at Tampa Bay Downs as we go down to Oldsmar, Florida for 3 stakes races. Up first will be 3-year-old fillies in the Florida Oaks. And the first thing I want to mention to you, pay no attention to those fractions put up on the display board. Topacat 4-5.
They're at the post. And they're off and running. In the 30th running of the Florida Oaks, Wave Theory is reaching up for the early lead. Topacat comes away in good order. Up between horses, Raven's Rocket. From the outside, Cotton Pickin'. And the last horse away is Floral Sky. Under the wire for the first time. Topacat and Joel Rosario show the way now by a length and a half. Cotton Pickin' will go to the turn 3 wide, racing second. Raven's Rocket with a ground-saving trip third. Marielle Cathy gets over nicely from between horses from post 9 and racing fourth. Then it's a break of 3. Wave Theory now skims the rail to be fifth. Length and a half farther back. Toward the rail is Rusty Slipper. 2.5 lengths farther back is Carquesta. Floral Sky and the trailer, Cindy's Casino. A dozen lengths from front to back, up the backstretch. Topacat takes them along on the lead and now bumps the margin to 2. Marielle Cathy is second. Cotton Pickin' on the outside is third. Raven's Rocket remains toward the rail fourth. Wave Theory is now a bit closer fifth. Length and a half farther back, Cindy's Casino is now unwinding. But meanwhile, up front, Topacat, doing it on her own, has had an uncontested lead and bumps the margin to 4. Marielle Cathy is there toward the rail, racing second. Up on the outside, Wave Theory now putting it around. And here comes Floral Sky on the far outside, but with the furlong around, Rosario now goes to work on Topacat. She's in the clear and Strictly the one to catch. Kitten's Dumplings runs up the leader second. Wave Theory is third. Topacat, very impressive, makes every pole a winning one. Looks like Kitten and Dumplings hung on to be second over a fast closing Wave Theory, and Rusty Slipper, the daughter of Lemon Drop Kid, settles for fourth.
And a terrific race, making every pole a winning one for Joel Rosario riding for Bill Mott. Topacat scores the victory, turning $3.80 on that beautiful Tampa Bay Downs turf course. The final running time, though, not the 139.78 posted, but 141.89, as all of the teletimer fractions were incorrect. Kitten's Dumplings finishes second, and Wave Theory finishes third in the 30th running of the Florida Oaks. Up next, staying on the turf down at Tampa Bay Downs, the 14th running of the Endeavor Stakes, a Grade 3 with Delabata, 9-5.
Over a mile and a 16th on the turf. They're at the post. And they're off and running in the 14th running of the Endeavor. Old Tune is away sharply and gunning right for the early lead. Exclusive Love comes away second. Up on the outside, Who Why looks to get over, as well as Awesome Bell, carrying the colors of the Jackshire Better Farm. And the last horse away is the favorite, Deal Better. Under the wire for the first term, Old Tune has the lead. Awesome Bell moves up on the outside second. Who Why will be caught slightly wide on the outside now to be third. Toward the rail, that's Exclusive Love. Tucked in and now racing fourth. Call Me the Squeeze. Then it's 2 lengths farther back. Up on the outside, that's Font. 1 length farther back to Blue Heart. Then it's a gap of 3. My Redbird. Down along the inner rail, Deal Bada now inching up closer, 11th, and the trailer is Call Me the Squeeze. Only 9 lengths from front to back. Awesome Bell now strikes to the front. Old Tune is second. The Millionaire Who Why is poised and ready to pounce from the outside third. Exclusive Love is down along the inner rail fourth. Font is now angled to the outside for Racing Room, now fifth. 2.5 lengths farther back, Sweet Little Lion. Now racing along 6th and a quarter of a mile to run. Old Tune and Joe Rosario. They have the lead. Awesome Bell runs out on the outside second. Who Wise swings to the outside now to be third. Down along the inner rail, Sweet Little Lion is fourth. Inside the final furlong, it's Old Tune. She rebreaks and has the lead. Up between horses, Appealing Cat is charging. Who Wise on the outside, but this one belongs to Old Tune, and it's a 4-horse photo for second. Running time on the board, 1:39.30.
And ladies and gentlemen, Old Tune goes 1:41.48. A little bit quicker than the 3-year-old fillies for the older filly or mares. Joel Rosario scores another victory on Horses and Courses this week. They return $8.20. First time United States for this Brazilian import. First time Lasix. And the chart in the Daily Racing Form says a new course record, but I don't think that's the case, as the course record is 2+ seconds faster. Diobata dead heats for 9th at 9-5. for Chad Brown. Appealing Cat finishes second at 26-1, followed by Last Full Measure. And wrapping up the action on Saturday afternoon, 3-year-olds on the dirt in the Sam F. Davis at 8-5. My name is Michael.
And they're off. Silver Day breaks for the lead. Divine Ambition moves up now to challenge. On the outside, there goes Falling Sky. And the last horse away is Midnight Papa. To the clubhouse turn they go. Divine Ambition is rank up on the lead. And now Falling Sky moves up and gains the lead. Divine Ambition takes back second. Long shot Bellino now racing along third. Length and a half farther back. Silver Day is now fourth. On the outside, Dynamic Sky with clear racing room. Now to be fifth. Speak Logistics is right there between horses 6, the gap of 4. Then it's Lightning Stone racing along 7th. Up on the outside, Midnight Papa is 8th. And My Name is Michael, the favorite. He's the trailer about 10 lengths off the pace setters. To the far turn they go. Falling Sky has the lead. Divine Ambition is there second. Dynamic Sky, the Pasco winner, is rolling up on the outside third. Speak Logistics. He secures racing room toward the rail fourth. 4 lengths farther back. My Name is Michael is now fifth. As they approach the quarter-mile pole, it's still Falling Sky with the lead. Speak Logistics looks for racing room and now is checked sharply. On the outside, that's Dynamic Sky. As they turn for home, it's Falling Sky. He's still the leader. And Boots clear now by 2. Dynamic Sky is set down for the drive and runs at the leader second. Speak Logistics is back to third, but it's still Falling Sky, the only one with a chance. Dynamic Sky racing erratically, and he'll be lunging late. Falling Sky still there, and Dynamic Sky heads apart. It looks like Falling Sky hung on to win it. Over Dynamic Sky, 1:44.79 the running time.
But it is Falling Sky under Jose Espinosa, who has had a couple of appearances on Horses and Courses the last couple of weeks. Falling Sky scores the $17.80 upset victory for John Terranova. Now 3 for 4 lifetime. This offspring of Lionheart goes beyond 6.5 furlongs for the first time rather successfully. Dynamic Sky, who was second choice at 9-5, finishes second. And My Name is Michael. First time dirt. The 8-5 favorite under Joel Rosario after 4 races up at Woodbine on the synthetic checks in third. And going over to the other side of Florida, Gulfstream Park, Hallandale, Florida, a couple stakes action races to bring you from Saturday afternoon. Up first, 5 furlongs on the turf in the Gulfstream Park Turf Sprint, 8-5, Great Attack.
And they're all in line. They're racing in the Gulfstream Park Turf Sprint off the jack. did not have a good start, broke well behind the field. Varsity sent for the lead on the inside. On the outside, Silver Cloud, Berlino de Tiger is right there running in third farther out, and they're followed on the inside by Something Extra, and right alongside of Something Extra's Great Attack, and far behind is Off the Jack, who trails the field after coming away slowly. Around the far turn, Varsity 3/4 of a length. Berlino de Tiger on the outside, Silver Cloud third between horses. A rail trip for Something Extra, who will wait for a spot on the inside, 2 lengths off the lead, and then comes Great Attack and Off the Jack, and they're into the stretch. Varsity, the front runner. Something Extra now angling to the outside. Great Attack finishing fast on the far outside. Varsity to catch. Great Attack trying to come up with Something Extra, but Varsity's holding on to the lead, and Varsity goes all the way in the Gulfstream Park Turf Sprint to beat Something Extra. Great Attack and Off the Jack finished fourth.
Varsity, second choice in the wagering under Joe Bravo for Christophe Clement, and the Genuine Risk, Theatrical, and many other familiar silks of Mr. and Mrs. Bertram Firestone. Varsity scores the victory from the inside post position, just sprinted out quickly. Now 4 for 5 lifetime in the Gulfstream Park turf course, returns $5.80. Something Extra splits the 2 choices in the wagering, and Great Attack, beaten favorite 2 years in a row, finishes third. Up next, the start of what used to be the 3-year-old trail down at Gulfstream Park now has turned into a sprinter's paradise. 7 furlongs in the Hutchinson, 9 to 5, 40 tails.
They're racing in the Hutchison. And Merit Man comes off to a good start, and right alongside is Sing Another Song with Honorable Dylan. And these two are now joined by Undrafted, and the 4 of them are out the best. They're followed by Weekend Hideaway, Pataki Kid to the outside, and now 40 Tails finds himself second last early along the rail, 8 lengths off the lead, and leading only Really Sharp up the backstretch. The opening quarter mile in 22 seconds flat. Sing Another Song on top by a length and a half. Undrafted second. Merit Man third along the rail. Honorable Dylan is in fourth with 3 lengths to make up as they move for the turn. Then Weekend Hideaway to the inside, followed by Really Sharp. 40 Tails has not got going yet. 40 Tails is 7 lengths off the lead and racing at the rail, and then Pataki Kid. Around the far turn, a 44 3/2 mile. And here comes Undrafted making a move for the lead. Honorable Dylan to the outside. Sing Another Song gives way. Merit Man switches to the outside for a clear run, and Weekend Hideaways on the far outside. They're into the stretch. Undrafted, Honorable Dylan, stride for stride on the lead. These two to the final furlong. Weekend Hideaway is next. 40 Tails just found his best stride. He's in the center of the track. Honorable Dylan, Undrafted. 40 Tails on the far outside. Here's the wire. Honorable Dylan has won the Hutchison. Undrafted and 40 Tails were next, and then Merit Man.
Honorable Dylan off the track for Joe Rocco Jr., who was having a terrific meet at second choice in the wagering for Eddie Keneally, scores the victory, returning $7.20 in only the second start since running on the undercard of the Travers Stakes at the Spa. 40 Tails, the favorite, finishes a nose in front of Undrafted at 7-1. Owner of Undrafted, Wes Welker. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have action from Laurel, the Fairgrounds, and Oak Lawn Park.
Here in upstate New York, no one provides bettors with more wagering options than Capital OTB. Our network of branch and easy bet locations stretches from the mid-Hudson Valley all the way to the Canadian border and west to central New York. So whether you need to place a bet, fund your Capital Bets account, or watch the next big race, all the action is just around the corner. A full list of our branch and easy bet locations can be found online at capitalotb.com. Capital OTB, the better and most convenient choice for wagering in upstate New York.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
It's really nice. It's really modern, open, bright, and there's definitely a lot more machines where you can make your wagers. And I like the fact that it's open. Anywhere I look, I can see football if I want to, or any of the tracks. Then I can also see the people that I've seen for many years. You feel comfortable. The staff is great. It makes you feel comfortable. It's a nice place to spend an afternoon on your weekend.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time to turn our attention to Laurel on Saturday afternoon. 7 furlongs, the Wide Country Walk with a Purpose, 8 to 5.
And they're off. She's All Scat on the inside, showing speed with Power Lady outside gate, and Echo is seen in between them in third, and Walk with a Purpose is fourth, followed by a Hot Fun, Sense of Reality, and Dear to All of the inside is 6 off the pacemaker. She's All Scat. She's All Scat scoots away on the rail about a half in front from Power Lady, who's well to the outside. Echo is seen as a restrained third, right with a pace, and it's Walk with a Purpose in the clear fourth. Sense of Reality is in fifth, Hot Fun and Dear to All, the 2 at the back, only 5 from the front as 3 of them stack up. Echo Escena going to go on. Echo Escena now grabs the lead from Power Lady. She's All Scat under pressure. Walk with a Purpose is now third within 2 of the front. There's another 2 back, and Sense of Reality and Hot Fun and Dear to All. She's got a lot to do. Dear to All is last. They're at the 5/16. Echo Escena. Power Lady is there. Walk with a Purpose joining up 3 deep of the track. Hot Fun is fourth. 6 to close in. She's All Scat. Then Sense of Reality and Dear to All trailing. Top of the stretch, her Walk with a Purpose turns for home. Walk with a Purpose struts her stuff now. Walk with a Purpose from Echo Escena, then Power Lady in third. Hot Fun and Sense of Reality, a furlong left to go. Walk with a Purpose in front and opening up 3 lengths. Power Lady trying to hang on to second here, but the Wide Country Stakes goes to Walk with a Purpose and Jeremy Rose to win from Power Lady late. Dear to All.
Jeremy Rose scores the victory with Walk with a Purpose, returning $5.40. Now has 4 victories in a row after finishing third in the career debut. Power Lady finishes second. Dear to All, third. Walk with a Purpose, owned by Sagamore Farm. Turning our attention down to the fairgrounds, going to kick it off with the Tiffany Lass, which for many years was started the 3-year-old filly series down at the fairgrounds. Moved last year up to the older filly or mares, won by Joyful Victory. Now we have the return of the Kentucky Oaks winner, Believe You Can, 1 to 5.
They're off in the Tiffany Lass Stakes as Believe You Can starts her 4-year-old campaign and is going right to the front here for Rosina Pravnik. Believe You Can leads a trio to the first turn. Cheerleader, Myriad in the black cap, Imposing Grace, last of the quartet as they turn. Believe You Can out in front leads Cheerleader by 2. Myriad third with the rail by a length and a half. Imposing Grace has dropped back to last. Believe You Can. Cheerleader, Myriad, Imposing Grace, that's the 4 of them. Believe You Can in front, 6 furlongs to go. Believe You Can runs the opening quarter, unchallenged in 24 seconds flat. Believe You Can in front leads by 2 to Cheerleader, 3 to Myriad, 2 more to Imposing Grace. Believe You Can at the head of affairs. Believe You Can. Nice and easy lead here for Believe You Can under Rosina Pravnik. Believe You Can has the half-mile pole in sight. Cheerleader keeps tabs on Believe You Can, her half-mile, 48 2/5 seconds. Believe You Can, steady as she goes. Believe You Can in front of Cheerleader, who's now being asked to pick up by Miguel Mena. Believe You Can in hand, the leader through the turn. Cheerleader all out. They've made an 8-length break from Myriad under pressure. Imposing Grace driven hard up the rail. Here's Believe You Can at the quarter pole. They turn for home. 6 furlongs, 113 flat. Believe You Can has now come a half dozen lengths clear from Cheerleader. Imposing Grace finishing up the fence. Myriad has dropped back to last. They're deep in the final furlong. Here's Believe You Can with a win of sheer quality and class. Believe You Can easily over her 3 rivals in New Orleans today. Believe You Can, the Tiffany Lass champion. Imposing Grace, Myriad, and Cheerleader, Believe You Can in 1 minute 44 and 3/5 seconds.
Believe You Can, extremely impressive, ladies and gentlemen, coming off the June 23rd hit the board effort in the Mother Goose Stakes. Makes every pole a winning one under Rosie the Prophet. Wins by 10+ lengths, dialing it down. Returns $2.40 in the field of 4. Larry Jones had her obviously ready for her return to the races, owned by the former governor of the state of Kentucky, or the Commonwealth of Kentucky, if you will. Brereton Jones, Imposing Grace, finishes second. Myriad finishes third in this year's running of the Tiffany Lass. Up next, 3-year-old fillies sprinting on the turf down at the fairgrounds, about 5.5 furlongs in the first running of the Battle of New Orleans at 4-5, Core.
And they're off in the Battle of New Orleans Stakes, and a brilliant break for Core from the rail for Rosie Napravnik. So the favorite leads them early. It's Core. And there she goes to the half-mile pole. Live in Peace now a clear second. Gator Zone moves up on the outside to just edge into third. Toward the rail is Pretty Hot Princess, and in between horses, Ellen's Little Storm in fifth as they go past the half-mile. My Princess Dawn is 8 from the leader Core as they turn. It's 2 more lengths back to Truly Marie out deep on the course, and dropping back to last is Sunset Time. The quarter in 22 seconds flat. Core leads them to the quarter pole. Core by more than 3 from Live in Peace. Gator Zone being driven. Pretty Hot Princess, My Princess Dawn, 2 wide, switched out past the quarter pole. Core turned them in the Battle of New Orleans Stakes. Core slightly drifts while well clear. Core by 5 in the final furlong from Gator Zone staying on. Live in Peace, Pretty Hot Princess up the rail. My Princess Dawn under pressure. Then Sunset Time. They're close to home. Here's Core. Gate to wire. Core at odds on. Core by 5. Gator Zone was second. My Princess Dawn third. Sunset Time fourth. Ellen's Little Storm finished fifth. Core at 4-5.
Rosie Napravnik scores again, ladies and gentlemen, on the yielding turf course from the number 1 post position. Gets out front, improves the position, wins by better than 4 lengths, returning $3.80 for Joan Scott. Gator Zone finishes second, with My Princess Dawn finishing third in the Battle of New Orleans. Turning our attention to Oak Lawn Park, getting the Oak Lawn Park Handicap Series cranked up, if you will. The Essex Handicap at 3-5, a familiar face for Naira watchers, San Pablo.
And they're off. Master Rick, there goes Sky Ring along the inside. San Pablo wasn't quick out of the gate, but he's moving right into contention, and Do No Harm goes 4 wide. No surprise to see Win Willie already 10 lengths off the other 4. It's Sky Ring hugging the rail in front by 3/4 of a length. Master Rick is in between horses. San Pablo now takes second with 6 furlongs to run. Do No Harm is a joint third, and it's a dozen or so back to Win Willie. Onto the backstretch. Sky Ring leads by a half length. The favorite San Pablo gets a perfect trip second. Do No Harm is 2 lengths back in third. Then it's Master Rick, and a long way back to Win Willie. They're heading toward the half-mile pole in the Essex Handicap, and it's Sky Ring carving out the fractions, prompted by San Pablo, who's within a neck of the leader. Do No Harm, 2 behind them in third. Master Rick hugs the rail in fourth. Win Willie yet to do his best, running with 3 furlongs to run. It's Sky Ring in front by a head. San Pablo puts the pressure on now, and San Pablo quickens the tempo, puts his head in front. Do No Harm a length and a half behind. Then Master Rick. Win Willie starts to close in. He has 7 to make up. San Pablo the one to catch at the top of the stretch. Sky Ring has surrendered. Do No Harm on the outside, and Win Willie kicking into high gear on the far outside. They're a furlong from home. San Pablo a length and a half. Win Willie gobbling up the ground on the outside. Do No Harm and Master Rick. Here comes Win Willie. Win Willie, but it's Do No Harm who gets the jump. San Pablo gives way. Do No Harm wins the Essex. San Pablo holds second. Win Willie third, then Master Rick.
But boy, ladies and gentlemen, what's the old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Do No Harm, who won the opening day feature the 5th season at Oak Lawn Park, scores again, ladies and gentlemen, returning $17.40 in the upset victory for Brett Calhoun and Clifton Berry. San Pablo, the odds-on favorite, finishes second, with Win Willie third in the field of 5 in the Essex. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, a couple of stakes races from Turfway Park and Santa Anita.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Miro with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to capitalotv.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays, any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tow board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like capitalotv.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tow board. capitalotv.com. Check it out now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, turning our attention to Turfway Park in the 31st running of the Cincinnati Trophy. Our Jenny B, 2-1.
They're at the post. And they're off. For the lead from the outside, that's Stormy Exchange, our Jenny B. Moving up from between horses, Dancing Years. Jewel May was off very slowly, trails the field. Down the back stretch. On the outside, that's Liturgy. Down along the inside, Stormy Exchange. Those two now right together. Gap of 4. Moving through from the rail. Now taking third, that's Dancing Years. It's a length back. Brooks Secret is 4th. Length further to Smitten with Kitten now, who runs 5th. Then it's Majestique, our Jenny B. Alana, and a big gap back to the trailer, Jewel May, after a quarter in 22 4, a half in 47 flat. From the inside, Dancing Years still on the outside. That's Stormy Exchange. Those two now together. Gaining ground on the extreme outside. Here comes Alana with Smitten with Kitten. On the extreme outside, our Jenny B. Alana now moves by and gets the lead from Stormy Exchange. Smitten with Kitten. It's Alana in hand. Alana draws off to win by almost 5. Our Jenny B with a late run second. 3-horse photo for third.
Alana for Norberto Arroyo, who we have mentioned previously, having an outstanding return to his craft down at Turfway Park. They win by a handful. Kelly Gorder sends out this winner, who we saw her training take over at Churchill Downs Fall Meet. They return $15.80. Our Jenny B, the 2-1 favorite, finishes second, and Jewel May finishes third in the Cincinnati Trophy. Up next, what used to be the old WEBN Stakes is now the 96 Rock Stakes down at Turfway Park. Mac the Man, even money.
And they're off. Mac the Man broke very sharply. So did Bye Bye Bernie on the outside. Through from the inside, Smoke 'em Charlie and Count on Silver. But it's Mac the Man in front. Bye Bye Bernie second. Count on Silver down along the inside runs a third. I Do Believe takes 4th. Smoke 'em Charlie 5th. Cafest is now 6th. Gap of 2. Mellow Fellow runs 7th. 4 lengths back to Taking the Slow Road. Then it's Silver Tongued. Indiana Charlie trails. Quarter in 24 1. Mac the Man in front, just a half length. Bye Bye Bernie second by a length. Up on the outside, I Do Believe runs 3rd. It's a length to Count on Silver in 4th. Smoke 'em Charlie runs 5th. Cafest is now 6th. Mellow Fellow on the outside is 7th. Big gap now back to Taking the Slow Road. Silver Tongued and Indiana Charlie. The half in 48. Mac the Man in front. Bye Bye Bernie still there in second. Gap of 2.5 to Count on Silver. From the outside, I Do Believe is next, but into the stretch, it's Mac the Man and Bye Bye Bernie. I Do Believe up on the outside, still down along the inside, Count on Silver. Late run from Taking the Slow Road, but Mac the Man is in front and drawing away. Mac the Man and Arroyo impressively winning the 96 Rock. Bye Bye Bernie second, Taking the Slow Road third, a photo for 4th.
Norberto Arroyo scores again, goes to the front, makes every pole a winning one for Jeff Greenhills. Mac the Man, who scores at $4 even. Bye Bye Bernie finishes second, and at better than 40-1, Taking the Slow Road finishes third in the 96 Rock Stakes. Out to Southern California, ladies and gentlemen, a great day of action on Saturday afternoon. Up first, 3-year-olds, short field in here. The Robert B. Lewis at 1-2 after the career debut, Flashback.
All set now for the Robert Lewis Stakes. And away they go. Den's Legacy broke well, but so did Flashback. Little Jerry broke well, but now dropping back, and He's Had Enough moves up on the outside. So 3 of them going into the turn together. Flashback is down at the rail. Racing between them is Den's Legacy. He's Had Enough is caught fairly wide into the turn for a 4-horse field, actually, just a length and a half off them, and not in any hurry at all. And Little Jerry's quite content to trail early. They run to the 3/4 pole, and it's Flashback got an easy lead out here again. He is just pricking back and forth, really, just enjoying himself on the lead now. He's Had Enough now drops in 1 horse and goes up to race second. The 2 greys take them past the 5/8. Then Den's Legacy, content to sit back in the 3rd spot. And Little Jerry's a very comfortable 4th now. He's actually moving a little closer, which means just 3 lengths would cover the 4. They run to the half-mile pole, and there's still Flashback along the inside, pinning his ears a little now as they put some pressure on him. He's Had Enough has gone up to put the pressure on. Now it's another 2 lengths further back to Little Jerry, and Den's Legacy starting to be pushed along at the rail. They run past the 3/8 pole, and Flashback back in front to half a length to He's Had Enough. Still the scap at 2 to Little Jerry and Den's Legacy. They are coming to the top of the lane now, and Flashback goes on with it. And Flashback now gets a tap on the shoulder, but he opens up to lead a length and a half. He's Had Enough battling in second. On the inside, Den's Legacy, Little Jerry grandstand side. Homeward bound now, and Flashback is opening up on them. And Flashback sticks his neck out now and draws clear. It's Flashback in front by an easy 5. They never had a chance. Den's Legacy will be second. Bob Baffert running 1-2. Flashback and Julian Leperoux absolutely waltzing home in the Robert B. Lewis. Second, Den's Legacy. He's Had Enough, and Little Jerry.
And Flashback, who debuted on the cushion turf at Hollywood Park, comes back on the dirt, goes 2-turn in the second career start, and never an anxious moment for Bob Baffert, Gary and Mary West, and Julian Leperoux. They win by 6+ lengths, returning $3. Den's Legacy finishes second. He's Had Enough finishes third in the 4-horse field in the Bob Lewis. Up next, we conclude the Stroob Series with the Stroob Stakes, run at 1 1/8, Guilt Trip 2-1.
Field for the Stroob Stakes sent on their way. They all came out smartly. Fed Biz is sent along from the inside, but Tri-Tap is just as quick in the white cap, and on the outside, Handsome Mike. So these 3 now go out to set a fast early pace. Fed Biz doesn't want any of that now. He's dropping back into third. Might have been in a little tight. Guilt Trip is another 4 lengths back. In behind that, Groovin Solo and Stefan Oatsy's at the back. Past the 7/8 they go now, and Tri-Tap on the inside and Handsome Mike. Those 2 go on. They lead by 2.5. Fed Biz a comfortable third. Then there's a gap of 3.5 back to Guilt Trip in the 4th position, and it's another 4.5 lengths back to Grooving Solo and Stephen Oatsy. They move down the backstretch. Handsome Mike on the far side and Tri-Tap at the rail. Those 2 now nose and nose. They clear by 2.5. Fed Biz is a comfortable third. Guilt Trip right there in 4th. Gives them 4.5 length start. Then it's another 3 lengths back to Stefan Oatsy and Groovin Solo. Half mile to go in the Stroob. No change in this order. Handsome Mike on the far side and Tri-Tap. They've been in front from the opening of the gates. Fed Biz just patiently been ridden along from the 3rd stock. Then comes Guilt Trip, who's now only 3.5 off those leaders. On the inside, Groovin Solo and Stefan Oatsy at the back, but they're taking closer order now, coming to the quarter pole, and Tri-Tap now on the outside, Handsome Mike. But now here comes Fed Biz and Guilt Trip, and Fed Biz and Guilt Trip both coming strongly on the outside. Stefan Oatsy joins the fray on the extreme outside. Homeward bound in the Stroob, it's an absolute thriller. Guilt Trip on the outside takes the lead from Fed Biz, and it is Guilt Trip in full flight for the white. Stefan Oatsy running on late on the outside, but Guilt Trip will take the Stroob. Guilt Trip and Joe Talamo just under 2. Stefan Oatsy running on second, close for third, Handsome Mike or Fed Biz.
Joe Talamo aboard as the West, Bob Baffert, they score another victory, returning $6.40. Stefanotze finishes third, and Fed Biz, the second choice in the wagering, can do no better than third in the Strube. On to the turf, one of the prestigious 1-mile turf races we see in Southern California annually. This is the 54th running of the Arcadia at 4-1, Slianto.
And away they go. Strong Suit threw his head up and was slow to begin. Clears from the inside gate, but there's a wall of horses going for the lead. Chosen Miracle on the outside will take it. Chosen Miracle sprints away to lead it. Wilkinson's going to be forced to go wide. Inside of that, Key Decision is right there as well. Tribal Tribute in the black cap along the inside. Forest Mouse in the blue down at the rail is right there. Acadian is another one that's in that group. Sebastian Flight 8 off the lead as the pace solid early. Acadian now being dropped back towards the rear. Inside of that, Vagabond Shoes, who's pulling pretty hard. Willie Conqueror's back second, and Strong Suit, the early trailer, gives them 11 length start. Down the backstretch they go, and Chosen Miracle out in front at a solid pace. In second comes Tribal Tribute. Now here's Silentio. Silentio a close-up third. On the far side is Key Decision. Has to go wide, can't help it. They're all lined up here. Just behind that comes Forest Mouse. Wilkinson is another one in that group. Here is Suggestive Boy. Suggestive Boy also forced wide, but no more than 3.5 off the leaders. Kles is starting a run now. Kles is moving in the green cap. Then it's Acadian. On the outside, Sebastian Flight. Strong Suit is still last. They are coming to the top of the lane now. Chosen Miracle tries to hang on along the inside. Chosen Miracle, but on the outside, Suggestive Boy has made a nice run at them. Tribal Tribute is in with a run. Silentio, Clears is running on late, but Suggestive Boy strikes the front and goes for home. And Suggestive Boy in a scintillating performance, and it's going to be Suggestive Boy and Joe Talamo winning it smartly. Wilkinson was clear second, close then for third. Silentio, Clears is another one in there with Acadian.
Suggestive Boy, though, scores by daylight, ladies and gentlemen, under Joe Talamo for Ron McAnally. They score the victory from the number 13 Saddlecloth, from the number 12 post position, returning $10.40. Wilkinson finishes second, with the favorite finishing third in the Arcadia. Sunday afternoon, the return of Game On Dude, ladies and gentlemen, who, I kid you not, is 1-20, prepping for the big cap in the San Antonio.
Feel for the San Antonio sent on their way. Clubhouse Ride began well from the inside post, and Game On Dude came out smartly as well. Now Bass Marty runs up to join him on the outside, and Make Music for Me settles at the back. So they're settling into two pairs as they go into the first turn. Game On Dude at the rail, Bass Marty keeping him company. They go a good pace into that turn. They've cleared off 3.5 in front of Clubhouse Ride, and Make Music for Me content to drop back last. They run past the three-quarter pole, and it is Game On Dude along the inside, and Baz Marty now. These two hooked up, and they're quickening onto the backstretch. They're going a fast pace now. Game On Dude and Baz Marty open up to lead by 6. Clubhouse Ride is in the third spot, and it's another 2 back to Make Music for Me. So they make their way now to the half-mile pole. On the far side, we have Bass Marty at the rail, Game On Dude. Those two still stride for stride, and they're in front now by 5. Clubhouse Ride comes after them from third, and then Make Music for Me. They run towards the 3/8 pole now, and it is still Game On Dude at the rail and Bass Marty. They've been nose and nose throughout. Now Clubhouse Ride getting a little closer from third. Make Music for Me is sent along from behind. Coming to the quarter pole, and Game On Dude now shakes loose up front. Game On Dude gets rid of Bass Marty. Clubhouse Ride is running a Game One. Make Music for Me not in contention. Coming to the top of the lane now, Game On Dude still the leader. Clubhouse Ride running his heart out on the outside, tries to run up alongside, but Mike Smith still very confident on Game On Dude. He's just shaking the reins at him now. Clubhouse Ride ran a big one, but just is not in the same class as Game On Dude. And Game On Dude cantering on to an easy win. Game On Dude and Mike Smith take the San Antonio. Clubhouse Ride second. Make Music for Me, and Bass Marty was fourth.
And creating a minus pool, according to the daily racing form charts, of over $4,000 Game on Dude, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very impressive victory for Mike Smith and Bob Baffert. They return $2.10, $2.10. Clubhouse Ride finishes second, and Make Music For Me, longest shot in the field, finishes third in this year's San Antonio. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, 4 stakes races from Saturday afternoon at the Big A.
No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice. With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, CapitalOTB.com is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
4 stakes races to bring you from Saturday afternoon at the Big A. Up first, Phillies and Mares sprinting 6 furlongs in the correction. Nicole H, 1-2.
And they're off. It's Cluster of Stars out for the lead. Nicole H came away in second. Singlets on the outside, and Crispano is fourth as they race up the backstretch. Cluster of Stars leads by 2.5 lengths over Nicole H. Singlet on the outside in third, and Crispano. Cluster of Stars in front by 2 lengths over the favorite Nicole H, and the opening quarter was run in 23 seconds. Singlet and Crispano remain third and fourth as they begin the run around the far turn. It's Cluster of Stars. Now Nicole H begins to pick it up. Cluster of Stars in front. The lead's a half length. Nicole H on the outside. A break of almost 3 to Singlet. Another 4 to Crispano. Here's Nicole H now on the outside of Cluster of Stars, and the two of them enter the stretch together. The half mile in 46 seconds. Cluster of Stars, a tough customer down on the inside. Nicole H is right there at the 8th pole. Nicole H and Cluster of Stars, and they are heads apart now with a 16th to the finish. Nicole H, Cluster of Stars, terrific battle in the correction stakes, and it's a photo finish, Bob, either way. Was it Cluster of Stars or Nicole H? The final time, 1 minute 9 3/5 seconds.
Cluster of Stars with Javier Castellano for Steve Asmussen, second choice in the wagering. They win by a head, returning $5.40. Nicole H, the odds-on favorite, finishes 8 lengths in front of Singlet in the correction. Time for 3-year-old fillies to go 2 turns in the Busher Stakes at 1-4, Princess of Silomar.
And they're off. And a good beginning for Princess of Silmar. Kimono is out well, and it's Kimono who takes the lead. Kelly Got Frosty now ranges up on the outside to move into second. Princess of Silmar is third. Marcelina Doro in fourth, and Let Me Entertain You trails the field in fifth as they race for the clubhouse turn. It's Kimono in front here, a little more than a length over Kelly Got Frosty, and the favorite Princess of Silmar settles in third, about 4 lengths from the lead. Then Marcelina Doro and Let Me Entertain You. The first quarter, slow, 25 4/5 seconds as they head up the backstretch. It's Kimono with the lead by a length. Kelly Got Frosty, and there goes Princess of Silmar now making a move on the outside. Kelly Got Frosty and Princess of Silmar both gaining ground on Kimono. A gap of 4 back to Marcelina Doro and Let Me Entertain You. Kimono at the rail holds the lead by a head over Kelly Got Frosty. The half mile in 51 seconds. Princess of Silmar is third, 2 lengths from the front. then Marcelina Doro, and Let Me Entertain You. They go around the far turn, and here's Kelly Got Frosty to draw right alongside of Kimono. Princess of Sylmar is Asked for More, and Let Me Entertain You is gaining ground 4 wide as they come for the top of the stretch. Princess of Sylmar now takes the lead, 3/4 in 1, 15 and 1. It's Princess of Sylmar, and she's drawing away now. She's opened up a 3-length lead. Then it's Kelly Got Frosty, Let Me Entertain You, Kimono, and Marcelina Doro. Another good-looking effort from this 3-year-old filly, Princess of Sylmar. She bounds home to win by 7 in the Busher. Kelly Got Frosty was second, close for third. Let Me Entertain You or Kimono.
Javier Castellano making the trip up north worthwhile. They score by 7+ lengths. Todd Fletcher sends out this runner for King of Prussia stable. Never an anxious moment. They win, returning $2.50. Kelly Got Frosty finishes second, and Let Me Entertain You finishes third. In this field of 5, a rarity in the game, they finish in the exact mutual order. 8th race on the card Saturday afternoon, the 120th running of the Toboggan. 3-year-olds and up, going 6 furlongs at 9-5 off the very expensive claim, Johannesburg Smile.
And they're off. A slow start for number 5, Mine Over Matter. He spotted the field 4 or 5 lengths. PJ's Magical Wink and Head Hard Hoof go out for the early lead, and it's PJ's Magical Wink in front by a length. Head Hard Hoof runs in second. Johannesburg Smile is down at the rail in third. Then Sinai in fourth. A length to Isn't He Perfect in fifth. And after the slow beginning, Mine Over Matter trails the field in sixth. The opening quarter mile in 22 4/5 seconds. And it's long shot PJ's Magical Wink leading here by a half length. Head Hard Hoof on the outside in second. Johannesburg Smile is down at the rail with Sinai. Mine Over Matter is making a move now on the far outside. And then it's Isn't He Perfect? Now the trailer as the field hits the head of the stretch. And it's Head Hard Hoof now to take the lead. PJ's Magical Wink down at the rail. The half in 46 2. And Head Hard Hoof has opened up a 3-length lead. Johannesburg Smile moving up into second. Then it's Sinai and PJ's Magical Wink. Head Hard Hoof trying to hold off Johannesburg Smile. Head Hard Hoof wins it by a half length. Johannesburg Smile was second, and Sinai finished third, and the time was 1 minute 9 4/5 seconds.
Head Hard Hoof, though, ladies and gentlemen, pressing the pace, then taking over as the second choice in the wagering for Rudy Rodriguez, Michael Dubb, and others. They return $6.10, 1/2 length in front of Johannesburg Smile. Siani finishes third in the Toboggan. Sunday afternoon, the reason Javier Castellano ostensibly came up to Aqueduct on Saturday afternoon, the 133rd running of the Withers, Revolutionary, 3-4.
And they're off, and stumbling badly at the start was 1A Valid, and Valid is the early trailer. Escape from Reality is the early leader. Siete de Oros on the outside. They're racing for the clubhouse turn. It's Escape from Reality and Siete de Oros, and they are right together with Long River down on the inside in third. Smooth Bert's on the outside. In between those two, Amerigo Vespucci. Revolutionary is sixth, about 5 lengths from the front. Alongside is the maiden Champion Boy. And after that bad start, Valid is the trailer. The opening quarter mile in 24 1/5 seconds. Up the backstretch, Siete de Oros leads by a neck. Smooth Bert in second. And Long River is racing in third and gaining some ground. 4 wide is Americo Vespucci. Escape from Reality's down at the rail in fifth. Then Champion Boy, followed by Valid, and Revolutionary now trails the field. The half mile in 48 seconds. They go for the far turn. New York bred Smooth Bert pokes ahead in front of Siete de Oros. Long River, Amerigo Vespucci gain as a team on the outside, and now 4 of them are heads apart. A break of 3 to Escape from Reality, then Champion Boy, Valid, and Revolutionary. 3/4 in 1, 12 2, and the field for the Withers in the stretch. Siete de Oros battles on at the rail. Smooth Bird is now second. Here's Escape from Reality gaining ground on the outside. Escape from Reality, Siete de Oros, and Revolutionary's putting in a late run inside the 16th pole. Escape from Reality. Here's Revolutionary, who was last at the top of the stretch, and he got up to win it. Revolutionary by a head to win the Withers Stakes. Escape from Reality was second, and the time was 1:44.1.
And Revolutionary, back early, scores the neck victory in the Grade 3 Withers Stakes. They return $3.50. Escape from Reality at 16-1 finishes second. Ciento de Oros finishes third. But Revolutionary, an offspring of Warpass, who passed away, unfortunately, way too soon in his young stallion career, but Revolutionary scores the victory for Todd Pletcher and WinStar Farms. That wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses. We invite you to join us next week as we review stakes action from around the country.